It's a beautiful tri-level. It's got French doors that open up on the kitchen level and also on the lower den. It's just a really neat home. It's priced excellent. We're down at $263,300. So that's a total bargain for that area. It's a really must-see. House needs a little bit of cosmetic work here and there, but nothing that you're not going to expect on any home. Please come out and see me. 3 bedrooms, 3 bath.
How many car garage?
2-car garage.
And that yard?
Yard is huge. I don't even think you could throw a football across it. Maybe if you're Michael Vick or something, but it's a huge yard. And it's really an opportunity if you're trying to get away from maybe some apartment living, looking for a big yard for your dog, kids, barbecues.
How about my pool?
Your pool, waterfall, whatever you want to put in it. It's over a 12,000 square foot lot. So, a great opportunity to really add some stuff on of your own personal taste.
Sounds beautiful. And once again, how can they reach you to see that home, Brad?
You can call me at 303-918-0830 if you get lost or if you just need some directions.
All right, let's get down to some of these questions that we've put together. What should you ask your real estate agent? We've put 5 together. We don't know that that's all of them. We're sure that that's not, but got to start somewhere. So, Brad?
Well, the first question is a question that you need to sort of ask yourself, and it's sort of a threefold question. But the first part is my real estate agent professional and structured in their process?
Why is that important?
Basically, most real estate agents weren't doing this all their life. They had some of their professional career before this. And it's just important to know, what you did. It lets you know your agent better. It lets you know their motivations, their negotiation techniques, a little bit more about themselves. It's just something that's obviously overlooked a lot, but you definitely need to know, and maybe know a little bit about the real estate history as well.
So you're doing an interview with your realtor to find out if you want to work with them or not.
Yes, that is key. Most people miss that part. You're hiring this person. They are considered basically an employee or a subcontractor of you. You want to make sure that you're hiring somebody that you believe in. Too many times people just go with anyone or sign a contract. Make sure you know who you're hiring, what they're about, what they offer, what they bring to the table.
And a buyer's agent, if you're buying a home, is someone that represents you and is there to watch out for your rights legally and otherwise. Isn't that correct?
Oh, yeah. So many legality rights, different things. We have approved contracts we have to follow. It takes all that guesswork out for you. And then, obviously, you want someone that you're going to be able to, and this is the second part of the question, somebody that you can rely on for financial guidance. This is one of the largest business decisions or largest personal decisions you're going to be making in your lifetime. So make sure it's somebody that you truly would rely on for that financial advice. It's not your crazy Uncle Rick that you're not going to talk to about any finances, but he's going to go help you buy a $250,000, $500,000 home. So, make sure it's somebody that you truly can count on and that you feel has a great understanding for the market and what's going on.
Great idea. Great idea.
Yeah, and then the last is just make sure that, they have your best interest at heart. A lot of times you'll find people that maybe aren't thinking down the road, and if you find an agent that's typically saying every house is the best house, maybe you guys just need to regroup and get on the right page and make sure you're getting that deal or selling that house at the price that you feel like it can command or the price that you want to see yourself in the home at.
This is something that has to meet your needs as a buyer. You want to make sure that when you are out looking for a home, you are finding what meets what you want, and those questions have got to be asked of your agent so that that agent can help you pinpoint the correct home, the correct area, the correct schools. All those correct things are part of the purchase process.
Absolutely. If you're not happy, we're not happy. So, let's just talk, and we need to figure out what we need to do to change it. But, too many times it just goes unsaid, and then people get upset. So if something's not being done right, just talk it out, figure out a way to overcome it, and I'm sure you guys can move on from there.
And you're listening to AM760. This is Open House. Our phone number is 303-713-7600. We're looking forward to your calls, anything that you'd like to know about the real estate industry, real estate business, finance business, buying a home, selling a home, looking at homes, heard things about homes. Is this a great time to buy? Is it not the right time? That's what we're here for. Let's go on to question number 2, Brad.
Question number 2 is, it's a buyer question, and it's, will you help me search for my home? A lot of agents don't necessarily have the conversation, or they don't express that. Some agents will just let you search for the home on your own. And if that's the way you like to do it, and you want to be out there searching on all the sites like Realtor.com and such, then that's fine. But in my eyes, it needs to be a team effort. There's a lot more that goes into searching a home than just finding one on the internet. And that means everything from looking at loan values that you can find online, looking at county records, doing basically an analysis of the home, trying to truly figure out where the wiggle room is and the motivations of that seller. So it needs to be a team effort till you're both looking, and then hopefully things change. I mean, you might say, I want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and then before you know it, you only want a 3-bedroom, or vice versa. And you just need to have open lines of communication. And if you're both looking and you're both on top of it, you're definitely going to find some beautiful homes at a great value right now.
I would assume with the advent of the internet that shopping for homes has changed. I'm sure that looking at homes from the real estate broker's eyes has changed. I remember the days of a 2-inch or 3-inch thick MLS book, and there were no other ways to find homes. Now, with the internet, homes are advertised. They're a little bit easier to find. The information about those homes and pictures about those homes can be found maybe initially on the internet. Do you suggest it's a good place to start and then get a broker involved, or what do you think there?
Absolutely. I mean, you can definitely start looking on your own, but really we have so many advantages that we can use. And what happens is I can narrow down a search and refine it to all your standards and then basically have it sent to you constantly. So it's one of those things that if you just team up with a broker right off the bat, you're going to get pre-qualified and know where your buying power is, which is one of the first steps, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But also, you're going to be able to understand sort of where your motivations are, and when you're searching together, you might find that distance isn't necessarily a factor that you thought it was. But it's definitely one of those things that if you have an agent in your corner, it's definitely an advantage to you, and it makes the search process a little bit more structured and seamless.
So you want to actually put together a competent team of professionals when you engage in this endeavor. Again, looking at probably the most expensive purchase of anybody's life, I don't imagine that you want to go into this without having a good group of people backing you up.
No, and absolutely. And the relationship between your real estate agent and your mortgage lender has to be key. They're going to talk every day throughout the transaction. If they're not on the same page, the whole transaction isn't on the same page, and then you can really find yourself in some trouble.
And again, once again, we are AM760, and this is Open House. Our phone number for your calls and questions, 303-713-7600. We look forward to your calls and helping you out with any of your ideas or concerns, and we're here for you.
Absolutely. And Lou, did you have a home that you wanted to feature today?
I have a home that I'd like to let everybody know about. It's not on the market yet. It will be available come springtime. This home is available in the Cherry Creek area as a general vicinity, actually Crestmore Park. This is a ranch-style home. It's about 2,000 square feet up and about 1,000 square feet down, finished basement. The home has been almost completely remodeled, and unbelievable. Stone floors in the kitchen, granite in the bathroom, repainted, cove floors, wood floors, cove ceilings, wood floors, a giant backyard, just a beautiful home.
Sounds gorgeous. And
this home will be available again springtime. If you'd like to see or know more about this home, please call Brad. Brad can be reached at 303-918-0830. He has much more information about this, and we'll go from there. Get on to the third question for the day.
Yeah, the third question is, what price would you recommend? And this is for the buyers and the sellers. Too many times there's a list price when you're buying, and then there's basically you need to do a comparative market analysis. And what that means to buyers out there is you basically need to have an idea of what sold recently, where the values are for the neighborhood, and, if it sold at a certain price, why? Does it have more square feet, less square feet, more bedrooms, etc.? But you want to make sure that when you're buying this home, you're buying it at the right price.
Why is comparing it to other homes important?
Because basically that's what's going to happen with your appraisal. And I know you can attest to us that with appraisals, you have to understand that, the last thing you want to do is go to purchase a home and then have an appraisal come in $10,000 less than you wanted to buy it for.
Appraisals are a pretty key issue. I'll get into that in just a minute, but finding out what the home's value is compared to other homes in the neighborhood is what you're suggesting is a good idea?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and it's sort of mandatory for what we do. We're going to have to give you our best opinion of, where we think the home's value is. Whether or not that's where you want to put your offer in, that's completely up to you. But we have to give you our professional opinion of what we think the home value would be. And then on the selling side, we also have to come in